to be talking about Cesium. There are some new flyers and new things that we can do from Cesium that we can work on. Give me 1 second. This one here. Okay. So I have usually lots of questions when you are the listing agent and when you have listings and also as a buyer agent and how to make flyers in Cesium and how to utilize every single tool that you have available on your Realty Texas.me. One of them is Cesium, and some of you know exactly how to work with Cesium, but we are going to click on every single button that we have here just to make sure that, again, we can see everything. The first thing when you go to Cesium is to see the Realty Texas listings. So as you may know, we utilize all the listings that the company have to do flyers, graphics, postcards, videos, marketing for you. Because everyone, when you go to media and create a graphic, it brands your information, it brands about you. And when you are when you are, it says, I'm having trouble hearing you. Is anybody else having trouble hearing me? Okay. They said, so far you are the only one in. Sorry.
No, I hear you fine.
No,
Okay.
I can hear you now. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. So once we have, again, on Cesium, if you right now don't have listings, personally, that you're appointed as a listing agent, you can come to Cesium, go to any of the listings and create graphics. Something that I have learned about leverage, doing a leverage about that information that we have available for you is that it brings your name up, to Facebook, Instagram with listings and information, and also people are seeing you active. Something that we know that people want to do is work with successful real estate agents, people who are, involved in real estate and that are showing it. Sometimes we believe that if we show that we're too busy, that we are going to attract less. But I have seen that to be the opposite. Real estate agents who are really busy and showing that they're busy, they attract more people because I have no idea why, but it does. Some people who are selling a lot, they attract more. I guess just by being available and telling people, like I'm busy, this is what I do. So if you are seeing, if you're seeing like someone who is really busy in real estate, I think that makes people think that, that you're an expert on what you do and people want to work with you. So Cesium is a tool for you to attract more people. Again, we have leases and properties like land, farm and ranch, commercial, residential, lots of property types that you can do flyers for. Again, that is Cesium. The first thing you will see here is the Realty Texas listings. So here is, for example, one that Lauren has, Kim Dale, Rizal Benitez, Kim, Phyllis, Kim, Michael Avila, and so on. So all of these properties that we have here, again, you can be making flyers every day. When someone sells a property, you know how we receive those emails saying, congratulations, so someone, this property just closed. You can also come here and create a flyer for properties that have closed. And the reason for that is because, again, people are going to start saying congratulations. And as a team that we are in Realty Texas and the culture that we have, we all celebrate each other. But we also are going to take advantage of that by showing to people that as a company, we just close a property. So you can do that. You can just go to a status, click close, and it's going to show you all the properties, the most recent one that we have closed. So leases for sale, another lease. This one, for example, Jordan. You can click media, go to Flyers Graphic Maker, and create a flyer and say just sold or sold. And now you are again making a marketing flyer for yourself saying that you sold this property. And again, as a team, we did it. We sold the property because when Realty Texas says we just closed up here 1.7 billion in production, It's all of us. So because all of us have closed all of this production, you can again also own that and make sure that people know that we just close another property. And that is going to help you to do more, to attract more people. So we're going to do a Realty Texas listing flyer from this one, that is Lauren Ormsby's listing. We have the price here. Let's say we want to make a flyer about this property. We just click media. Let me know you can see this. That is media. Something that happens often, I don't know why they did media so small, but if you click on the picture or anywhere else that is not on the right here on media, it's going to take you to the website, and this is going to happen. If you click on the picture, it's going to open the website. And when you go to the website again, it's going to show you all the information about the property, but that's not what you're intending to do unless you are. But I will go back and click on media, this red button or something. I have someone in the office that is colorblind, and I always say the red button, and it's like, what red button? Anyway, this is the media center where you can do all of these things. I will go to virtual tour. When you are the listing agent, you will need virtual tour. On these virtual tours, you will use them for the MLS. Where do they go? Well, Katie has a really nice video on where to add them. And when you have again a listing, you may use these links instead of the ones that you're getting, because these are going to bring more SEO to your website. Next one is Flyer and Graphic Maker. Under Flyer and Graphic Maker, you are going to see all the pictures that the listing agent has uploaded to the MLS. Like, for example, in this case, these three pictures look the same, and I don't like them. Even this one, I will click on it to see if I can find one of them that I like better. So, okay, I will just choose this one. I believe, this one is just the best, I guess, on this one. Then on the next picture, we don't have lots of pictures in this house, so I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to go to the next one, to the kitchen. And something that Jack was mentioning in Mega on how to do, your pictures for the MLS is tell the story of the house. From the moment they see the first picture to the next one, just walk them through the house, but in order, organized, so that way you can be telling the story while people are watching the pictures. So when you're making this flyer, again, think about that. When people are looking at the flyers, how you want to tell the story about the house. So maybe you want to show all of these open areas, leave that one here, and then the backyard. Oh, yeah, this one is the backyard. So I am going to tell stories about this house with pictures. So next is the titles. I have seen multiple agents that they are not clicking this button right here, and they just post a flyer saying accepting bids. You have many titles for your flyers: accepting bids, active, back on market, broker open, coming soon, for lease, for sale, and sold, reduced, and so on. So you can do all of these flyers. When you go under contract, you can do a flyer under contract. So in this case, we are going to say this property is for sale. Now, the next drop down, you have multiple flyers. Flyer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12. So out of these 12, you can see on the first 8 that you have PDF and image. Why is that? The reason for that is that we have in the past, when we were only doing PDFs, agents printing the the PDF, taking a picture and uploading the pictures to Facebook, and it looked like very poor quality. That is why now we have 2. If you are intending to do this, to upload it to Facebook, Instagram, or some of those platforms, use the image. If you are going to print it, use PDF, because it's going to have more quality when printing. So that is why you have 2 options, the image and the PDF. And you can do it at the same time. You can do all your settings click download, it's going to download the image, and then you go here again, and then now it's going to print a PDF. So again, these are different flyers that you have here. In colors, you have blue, black, navy blue, and red. Red, and the company is for commercial, and it will say commercial. So if you choose the one that says red, that is red, it's going to show on the titles commercial. So you don't want to just do the red one unless the property is a commercial property. So I will do navy blue. I just like navy blue. The lines is to add text. You can do call me, open Saturday and Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m., something like this. The last part is the subdivision of the property. So you can delete that one or leave it there. That's up to you. Next step is click download. When you click download, it's going to download the image. Again, I did a PDF, then it's going to open this PDF. This is going to be the flyer number 6. It's just a big picture of the house, the first image I have for information. Here is Miguel, my information, all the logos, and a little bit of information about the property for sale and so on. So this is flyer number 6. Now, again, without changing any of this text or color or anything, I'm going to go into flyer number 4. And I will click download again. And now here is my flyer number 4. And just like that, you can do multiple flyers, find the one that you like the most, and once you're good with all of these images, then you just move on. Any questions about this? No? Okay. So that is flyers in Graphic Maker. Again, you can do this with any properties that we have here listed. So for example, this one, I will go media again, flyers in Graphic Maker, select the pictures, change titles. Sometimes when you're doing open houses, and if you put accepting bids, I'm not sure if that is what you want to do. But if you do open houses, here is the title, open houses, or for sale. You know, because if you're going to be doing the open house and you're at the open house, maybe you want to say on your flyers, for sale, because that's the flyer you're going to be giving away, instead of saying open house. But possibly what you want to do is give the open house flyer and don't put like the date, just say open houses on Saturday and Sunday from 2 to 4. So you can, you know, maybe this buyer is not interested in this property, that they might know someone that they want to refer the listing to them. And, you know, again, they will say like this property is going to be open next Saturday from 2 to 4 if it doesn't go under contract, something like that. Just get them, make the people who are coming to your open house to do marketing for you. Okay, that is flyers. So that's simple. You can do many flyers. It's just super simple. You have, so what this solves is the issue about cropping pictures. You don't have to be cropping pictures, downloading pictures, uploading pictures, paying for Canva, paying for these other systems. This one solves all of these issues. It's super quick, it's easy, looks good. Deandra has been doing a really good job, you know, trying to update the flyers and making new flyers. So use them. And again, it's going to make your administrative tasks less time consuming, because you don't want to spend all of this time creating flyers on your own when you can do it in seconds. So again, this is what it solves. Cesium solves all of these issues. Next one is the postcard maker. The postcard maker is something that has not been used a lot by many, but we have it available. There is a video under the Learning tab. It's called Postcards with Cesium, or Creating Postcards with Cesium, something like that, where Jack walks you through the whole process on how to do the flyers utilizing the information from Remind. So if you use Remind to get the database, or you have your own database for, you know, the clients that you have and you would like to keep in touch with them, this is what you want to be using. When you go to Postcard Maker for this property, right here it says that the type is postcard. Just sold. Again, we have all of these titles or status for the property. So this one is for sale. From heading line 1, I will say for sale. Even for sale is already up here, so I will change this one. I don't know what would you say. I don't have an idea. This one, this part
You
was
You could say accepting bids, you could say open house.
open house. Sunday. Saturday. 2 to 4 p.m. Okay, let's choose that. For sale, open house. Awesome. Sunday, Saturday from 2 to 4. The front side info, I can do the same for you. Let me be your advocate and help you with your next purchase, lease, or rental. So I think on this one, we decided to change it to our investment. I guess I don't have enough space. Well, or lease, whatever. That I will just leave it like that. So this is how you do it. The color, you can do blue, black, or gray. I like gray. The search is if you have already a database, again, download it, remind, tax records, or any source that you have, you can upload it from here. Go to custom, upload the information, and I'll create the flyers and guess what? These postcards, and they will have the name of the client. The name of the owner. It will have the address. So the only thing you have to do is put the post. What is this? I have it right here. I'm completely. I completely froze about this. The postcard. What is this?
Postage stamp.
That one. I went completely blank about it.
That
Okay.
happens to all.
It's too soon, too early. I need more coffee. Yes, so the only thing you have is click create. Snaps, got it. Close, I forgot that.
Miguel, on those, sorry to interrupt you, on those postage or on the cards, when they are done, where do they print off, or what's
Really
the
good,
rest of the process of that?
really good point. Okay, so once you have all of this information, you have the PDF. I forgot that I cannot do postcards because that's only for agents. In this example, I will not be able to show you the next step. But when you're done, you click create. It's going to open a PDF. So you can send a PDF to a third party to get them printed. You can print them here in the office. The size for these postcards, it's half of this page. So if you get a cardstock paper, you can put it by half and then put it in the printer and it will print double-sided. I just did it this weekend for Rosny. Rosny sent me some postcards this weekend to print them for her, and I did it. Just like that. I asked her to cut the paper by half, and then I print them.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let me see if I can see how I sent the receipt. The one that she sent me. Rosny.
So are you saying the postcard that you did for her was half the size of a standard piece of paper?
Yeah, just in a
Yeah, that's
regular
a good
paper.
size. You definitely want to use a large size postcard to get noticed.
Yeah, this is just again regular paper or cardstock paper or something fancy. It's up to you. Just cut it by half, and that's it. Just put it in the printer, and I will print them for you. I think Rosny, what she did with this, it was intended for rentals. So what she did, she went to the open house, but she went open doors for people that she knew they were rental properties. She looked up that information on the Remind or some platform, and then she went again to do marketing for people who are renting, and that's what she did. using these posters.
Is there a minimum amount?
No, I don't think so. I did it in my neighborhood for 264, some others like 400. So no. The other person that also prints lots of this is Zach Barton. He is a big he works a lot with what is the name of that? Tom Ferry. And they do lots of marketing and all this stuff, and he follows those steps. So he does lots of this stuff, like printing lots of postcards, and usually every open house that he does, there like 250 of them, and then he's have someone that pass them on in all the properties around the property that he's selling. But yeah, I don't think there is a limit, not that I am aware as of today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Zach will have someone hand them out like a flyer
That is correct.
rather than mail them. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, but the thing is that they do that just, right now today, these stamps are really expensive. 75, I think it's $73 to $75 for 100 of them. So when you do, 200, it's already $150. So if you can pay $100 to someone that is going to spend, 2 hours passing them on in every single house, that would be it. So I think what he finds is that it's cheaper now to have someone deliver him by hand, doing one by one, than mailing them out. But that's up to you.
Got
But
it. Thank you.
can I just tell you something, Anne? So when I was doing a listing in Dripping Springs, I got on one of those mail, they do direct mail for you, and you go to a map and you click on how many houses you want it to go to, and you just use the map, and then they send them out. They send them out for you bulk mail. So it's a little cheaper than regular postage.
Right.
But if you don't have the ability to get them handed out, like that's an hour away from my house, and I, wasn't able to like ring doorbells. So I
Right.
did that campaign.
Right.
Anyway, I'm just going to mention that there are some services out there rather
That's
than regular
good to know.
mail. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alyssa.
And Barbara kind of knows about some of those too. Barbara.
Right. Yeah. Again, that is why when you have the PDF document, you can upload it to any of these vendors, and they will also do it for you. And they will do it in a nicer paper because they have the bleeding edge printers and glossy and all of those things because they're professional printers for that matter. So yes, you can utilize also third parties. That's a really good idea. Okay, so that is Realty Texas listings. So again, you can do flyers for any of these listings. Let me go to the last one. I was under this example now. That's postcards. Then Video Maker. On the Video Maker, you can also do videos. We are working right now with Deandra on creating new masks for, like how the video will be displayed. And that's what we're working on. Same thing, you can change this text that is going to be showing on your video, schedule showing to something. Titles, this property is for sale. You can do large video stories, English or Spanish, color, and audio. So we have these default audios, but if you upload it to Facebook, I believe you can change it. You can add audios. Since this is commercial, we cannot pay for licensing to get, I don't even know singers, but Katy Perry, I guess, being Katy here. So if we don't have the, to pay those licenses, so we have these ones that are really just by default, and you can utilize them. Or you can actually, again, go to Facebook and change the sounds. But if you want just something easy, these are the sounds that you have. I will always say about this one, if you are selling a country home.
Miguel, can I
Yes.
tell you what my experience was this weekend? I usually do all the photos, but this weekend I decided to just do 10. And I have no clue about social media. I'm just bumbling my way along. But when I did 10, I had the ability, because it was not too much time, to convert it to a reel.
Really?
Yeah, but if I do all of them, it's too long.
I see.
So I did 10 photos and it said, "Oh, you're in the time limit, you can make a reel." I'm like, "Okay." I so
Yeah.
anyway,
No, sometimes Instagram or Facebook will make those suggestions because they're trying to get more reels video out there. And so I've done that too, where I'm just starting a new post or video and you get the little pop-up. And if it works and if you could do it really quick, just pick a trendy song, don't think too much about it, pick your photos, get a quick caption out there. You don't have to do a lot of edits or text on the video. Just get something out there, and some people will look at it and be like, "Oh my gosh, I love your video you just constructed." And you're like, "Oh, it was real quick."
Yeah. So once you do the video maker, select the pictures. You can, again, as Alice and Katie was saying, you can select all of them or just few of them. That's up to you. You can click, then you click make video. And it's, I don't know, sometimes it takes like 30 seconds, sometimes less than that, sometimes a little bit more. But it's going to create a video that the pictures, it's just a banner. They are going to be moving, like after 3 or 5 seconds. And again, now you have a video that you don't have to be like right now, if you ask me to do this on my own, I have no idea what to use to do a video like this. I will have to download the pictures. I will have to choose the music, the platform, possibly pay like $10 membership to something in order for me to have something like this. So all of those things are solved. So I'm not going to wait for this because we are going to go to the next one. I go to media. And the last part under media is email blast. That's something that I am really loving. I'm excited about it. I have like right now like 10 agents that I am in the database that are using this almost every week, and they're just using for to blast listings to their clients. Like for example, on this one, email blast, I have explored today's feature listing. Then it says just listed. Here is the property for that information. You can update this. I will just leave it like the way it was. I will choose images. I believe we need 4 or 5 of them. So be wise, like when you're selecting them, something that is really pretty and appealing. So that way, again, when it goes to your clients, they say like, okay, I want to see this property. Or, click on the property to see more information about the property. But again, I believe it's 4 or 5 of them. Once you have chosen the pictures, and again, the subject, you can leave it like that, or you can change it to something that you want to say. Next is, once you have, again, chosen the pictures, let's go to users. Now, if you go to users and all of them are off, that means one thing. You have to go up here where it says blast and turn all your clients on. If you don't do that, then all of them are going to be off. So again, the first step is go to blast, make sure that you allow or enable the system to have access to your database, so that way that you can utilize this system called email blast to have your clients' information and be able to blast these clients. Now, sometimes you want to be like very specific on what you send to some clients. So what I'm going to do is click and select all users, all of them at once. I'm going to select only Miguel. Then I'm going to click preview, and this is how this is going to look like. Well, I mean, again, I'm not a real estate agent, so that is why it doesn't work for me. But for Katie, it will work. And then you click send, and then it's going to ask you. Notice, selected one user. Are you sure you want to blast this listing? Selected. Yes, I'm sure. And then it's going to be sent. So again, in this case, it's not going to work because I'm not a real estate agent, but for you, it's going to work. We have Julio Evangelista, we have Sean Thompson, and many other agents that are using this again on a weekly basis. And they are getting responses. We have Yesenia. She sent also an email like this, and one of her clients that listed a property before with her responded to the email and say, hey, I will see if the tenants if they want to renew the lease again, then I will renew with them. But if not, I will be working with you again. So you can help me to find a new tenant. Again, this is a soft way to be in touch with your clients on a weekly basis, sending them listings, something explore today's future listing or just listed or something that you want to talk to them about this listing. This is the way to do it. Again, it's called email blast, and you can use it for any property at any time. I will recommend to do it like, once a week, maybe every Friday, every Monday, but be consistent. So that way your clients know when to expect this email. Something that happens a lot is that I'm not sure if it happens to you, but some of the services that you're working with or you work in the past, they keep sending you emails and then you don't need them. And then suddenly you need them and they send you the email and you call them. Again, why? Because they're in touch with you. So this is another way to be in touch with your clients. Sometimes they might be, in their office working, and maybe a co-worker is talking about buying, and then your email comes in and say, oh, by the way, my real estate agent just sent me these listings. Maybe you want to call them. It's just another way, again, to be in touch with them. Again, all of this is only Realty Texas listings. You can find a status by all of these status active pending on the contract close, by city, and by agent. Sometimes you are saying, I want to be hosting an open house for Marybeth Ray, and you don't want to go down the list. You just type the agent, and here are all her listings, so you can be, picking from here which one you are going to be hosting. Okay, next is my listings. When you have listings, let me open a screenshot because I don't have any. What is that one? Where is that? Let me come here. I just sent it on a chat to Marybeth this morning. Hopefully, it's a little bit blurry, but here it is. Oh, that's my open house listings. Give me 1 second. Let me bring something here. Assume we're going to use Marybeth as example. Under my listings, it's going to show you all the listings that you have, active, sold, closed, or whatever. So right now we have these examples as active properties. It's going to show you the list date, the address, so you can click on the address, and once you click on the address, again, it's going to show you where the property is, the city. If it is a grand open, the first time you want to do it and you want to make flyers with that, just click the button right here. That's going to mark it as a grand open house. It's going to show you the list price, the MLS, if it is active or closed or pending. It's going to show you the MLS number, the MLS where the property is. Like, for example, we have properties in Central Texas, Houston MLS, and Unlock MLS. Still, we like it to call it Actress. Actress was back in, I guess, 2018 or something like that, 19, but now it's Unlock MLS. You have actions to edit the listing or media. Again, all of this is for you to see all your active listings. Or media is to create flyers, just like that. All MLS listings, if you don't have any listings, but you are the buyer agent and you went under contract with a property, you can go to Cesium, all MLS listings, enter the listing ID or MLS number, click search, and it's going to find the property. And then you can create graphics and say under contract, because now your client is under contract with this property. This is just an example. Last one is my MLS open houses. When you put a property in the MLS and like the open house opportunities, what we do, you put it in the MLS, We grab the data from the MLS sent to us, and we display it under open house opportunities. And it happened last week that an agent had agreed with the listing agent to host the open house. But you put the listing open house in the MLS, and then we grab the data when we receive it, and then we send it. When we do that, sometimes the agent that we have agreed, that you have agreed or agreed to allow them to host the open house, has not gone to the Realty Texas MLS, I'm sorry, open house opportunities and claimed the listing. If they haven't done that, then somebody else is going to claim it. And then you're going to say, oh no, I received a notification that Kate is going to be hosting my open house, but I had already agreed with Miguel that Miguel will be hosting it. So what do? What you do is you go to my MLS open house events, you click action right here. Like for example, in this case, Gavin said that he would like to host this open house. But you have the option to say, I will host it. So when you do that, it will remove Gavin and it's going to put your name in there. Again, sometimes the seller will say, I don't want anybody else to do the open house, only you. So what you are going to do, post the open house, 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, come to here and click, I will host it. So that way nobody sees it available, and then they will click host it. Now, I recommend every agent that comes to the office in orientation to call the listing agent always. They click hosted and then call the listing agent to make sure that this is fine. Again, sometimes the listing agent has no idea that we have this technology. They have no idea that this is available for them. And we had someone actually that came from a very small brokerage. They didn't have any technology actually at all. And she saw an email saying, this person is going to be hosting your open house. And she was like, what do you mean this person? Where did they get this information? How are they going to host my open house? Well, so many questions. She was so concerned about it. She was actually upset that someone was claiming the listing, to host it, to host the open house. So if this happens to you, just remember that it's another agent in the company. We have this system where they can go and host the open house. When you have multiple listings, you need help. And like for example, here in the office, Alisa has been training really well new real estate agents in the office, and they are learning a lot. So it's better if someone inside the company who has the same culture, the same teachings, the same ways to do the open houses. Not only that, somehow we have some fiduciary duty to the sellers when we're hosting the open house. So we will take care of the house. So it's better if someone in the office or within the office hosts the open house open for you. So this might happen to you. But again, if you agree with someone claims your listing, just call them and say, hey, Miguel, I'm sorry, but I have already agreed that Katie will be hosting the open house. So I will remove your name from my open house and I will ask Katie to go and sign up for this listing. That's it. You come right here and just say cancel agent. That's it. Today, we receive an email from Mary saying, hey, two of my listing is showing twice from Abor on their open house opportunities. What happens is that they look very similar, but as you can see, one is for February 2nd and the other one is for February 1st. The first and the second. They will look almost identical, but there are different dates. Now, if you notice right here, we have two listings, the same property twice, but that is because one of the listings was posted on Central Texas MLS and another one under Unlock MLS. If you again go to the MLSs, different MLSs, and put it, that this property is going to be on an open house, this is what is going to happen. We are going to grab that information and post it here. Now, Mary Beth might not want to have this situation that has happened in the past, where two different agents will claim the same open house. Why? Because Miguel goes to open house opportunities. I will show you where to go. Miguel will come right here where it says open house opportunities, and I will claim the one under Central Texas MLS. But I didn't realize that the same property under Actress is available for the same day, and I just leave it. Now Katie goes to open house opportunities and claim it. Now both of us have the same day, the same listing, claim to do the open house. Now we didn't check that, the listing agent didn't cut it. Then what happens? Katie and I show to the open house. I am putting my flyers, she's putting her flyers, and now who signed up first? And it has happened. I have people, like very emotional saying like, but I hosted and, I was ready to host this open house. And I understand, you dedicate your time and plan it and do all of these flyers and graphics and so on, printing, and then someone is already hosting it. For that reason, if you claim any open house, please call the listing agent. Call them and say, I will be hosting your open house. I know that Alisa has been teaching the agents to do that. So just call them. That's simple. Agents are
Miguel,
yes.
the listing agent should turn off the CTX open house opportunity. That's what I was taught when I took the training originally, to turn it off so that it avoids all that confusion.
That is correct.
But they're not doing it.
Well, I guess Jack will be very happy that we're doing everything that he will be teaching, right? But no, what we do is just, we do recommendations, and then this happens, we show them how to fix it. That's it. But yeah, that's a really good point. Right here, I send the instructions to Mary Beth, and I share with her. You can hide it, and you should hide it, just as Alisa mentioned. If you have the same open house in two different MLSs, just hide one and leave the other one open. That's another step that you can do. But again, if something happens, just come here, cancel other agent, or say I will host it, so nobody can claim this open house. All of this is under Cesium, and again, these tools that we have here are all of these, again, things that is one-stop shop, free of charge for all your property-related social media listings, posts, and postcards, and property flyers, and more. For any property listed in entire MLS, or for properties that you have manually entered on your website. You can do all of those things. So, got a great idea? Share it with us. We love great ideas, and if we implement your media content, you will be rewarded. So again, if you have some ideas about, flyers and graphics and images or something that will look really good, just send it to Deandra and say, hey, what do you think about adding this to Cesium? Bring those ideas because we're going to put them in place. But again, Cesium is helping a lot with all of these little things to make sure that you have a platform where you can create flyers and graphics within seconds without, again, spending all your time in administrative tasks like cropping pictures, downloading pictures, uploading pictures, paying for a third-party company, and so on. You can do it 100% yes. You're an independent contractor. It's available for you. Sometimes you like some other systems, and that's totally fine, but this is what the company offers. Any questions about Cesium?
I don't have a question, Miguel, but I want to, every time I go through this, even when I just create my own flyers for my listing or whatever, or do it for another agent, I am so amazed at what process the company has given us. And I do remember not having it, so I'm so appreciative.
Yeah, we didn't have any of this. It's true. Well, thank you. And yeah, I am also very proud of everything that the company has, because this is not just, when we say the company, it's not just the company, like, staff, but all of us as a company with the real estate agents, because with all of your ideas, just as it says right here, got a great idea, share with us. We love ideas with all the feedback and, the inconvenience and all of these things that we have caused to you sometimes, by things not working properly, but you reporting it and we've been able to fix it. this is a company that has built all of these things, and that's all of you. So yeah, I'm very proud of all of us as a company again for everything that we have achieved. And I mean, again, if this is just starting. So thank you. Ann. Well, if you don't have more questions about cesium, yes, Katie.
Can you remind us what the word cesium means again?
I have no idea. It was made by Jack.
I know, I remember him saying what it means, but that was like when I first started. So I was wondering if he could remind us soon again. Because I've never heard of that word. Oh, there you go.
Cesium, the chemical element of atomic number 55, a soft, silvery, extremely reactive metal. It belongs to the alkali metal group. And
So it's an element. It's a chemical element. Wonderful.
I have no idea. He just came up with the word and then we used it.
Okay,
People
cool.
saying cesium or something like that, but it's cesium. So
Cesium.
that's
Yeah.
the way he said it, and that's the way it is. I will ask him
Good.
again so I can have the story about, behind cesium. But anyway, that is cesium. That is what we are going to be talking about today. Do any of you have any questions related to cesium or something else? I'm going to remain here for some minutes so we can talk about it. But if you don't have any other questions, then we'll be on our way to enjoy this weekend, make productive tasks, and save times, resources, and money.